What is up YouTube? I'm Royal, I'm rank 1 Wildrift, and today we're playing one of my favorite champions, and that's Fizz. Fizz is one of the best situational champions in the game. If you can pick him against champions that he's really good at, he can completely take over the game. So he's definitely a great champion to include into your champion pool. So let's go over how I play Fizz. So of course, you have the typical core. You're going to be rushing your Boots of Mana every game. And you have your typical core of Lichbane, Infinity Orb, and Death Cap. I don't see any way that these items get replaced. You can go Nashor's Tooth instead of Lichbane. However, I think Lichbane's overall a lot better. Nashor's Tooth might be better as a jungle option. And then for your 4th and 5th item, this is the only time where you can actually change things up depending on the situation. I've been trying Riftmaker and I really like it. The Omnivamp is nice, the Ability Haste is nice, the HP is nice. And of course, Crown of the Shattered Queen is also an amazing item on Fizz, allowing him to go in and be able to tank a little bit so he can use his full combo and then go on stasis and so on. Versus a lot of high HP targets, Liandry is amazing, and of course versus a lot of shielding, Ocean's Trident is amazing. I would stay away from Merlin Omnicon because Fizz is a one-shot champion, right? If you're not one-shotting them, then it doesn't really matter if they heal after, you don't have any spells anyway. For runes, after the nerfs to First Strike, I've mostly been taking Electrocute. I think Electrocute is just better than First Strike, and they fill a similar purpose on Fizz, so I think Electrocute is just better right now. However, you can also opt into Fleet Footwork versus really hard matchups. It's really nice with your mobility later into the game as well. Then we're going to go Precision and just take Gathering Storm, Giant Slayer, and Bloodline. You can go Coup de Grace versus really squishy teams. However, Giant Slayer gives more value most of the time. Then we're going to go for Sudden Impact. If you're in a very hard lane, what you can do is go for Domination and take Sudden Impact, Empower Attack, and Eyeball Collector. And then go and resolve and take Bone Plating or Second Wind if you really need that HP healing. However, in your good matchups, you mostly want to be sticking with this aggressive late game rune page. That's all for the build. Let's jump straight into the gameplay. And we're actually playing versus Twisted Fate, which is a great matchup for Fizz. This is why I always love having Fizz in the back pocket of my champion pool in case I get into these really good Fizz games where he just looks so good. And this is definitely one of them because we have a very easy lane mid, and we also are able to dodge the Vi ulti into the Yasuo ult combo. So there's just really not a lot of counterplay for the enemy team against Fizz. We're also playing versus a low range ADC in Lucian, who actually really can't do much against us later into the game. Gonna go ahead and my usual level 1 combo, which is third ability into 2 auto attacks to proc Electrocute. Oh, he actually has a pink word here, which don't mind if I do take. Versus Twisted Fate, this matchup is super easy. Like, it's really hard to mess it up. All you have to make sure you're doing is creating enough space for you to go for an all-in. So don't permanently shove the wave and get poked down under turret. Is he basing here? Not really sure what he's doing. Oh, he's not basing, he's just taking the plant. And I want to look to be as aggressive as I can in these early levels. Proc my Electrocute whenever it's up. Oh, I'm actually just going to auto-attack and drop the Ignite. Flash for the last auto-attack, and that's first blood. It's so easy to be aggressive in these matchups that are just so easy for Fizz. Especially since he didn't pick up his third ability, which is what gives him that consistent damage. He opted out for his first ability, which is a bit of a mistake on his part. I definitely should not be winning these very early trades so heavily. I should not be able to get these kills. My point with Lucian, going back to what I was talking about, because Lucian is short range, it's easy for us to jump on him. And he doesn't really have any self-peel like Zaya's ultimate or Kai'Sa's ultimate. Just a way for him to be able to get away from us and dodge some of our damage, right? So he's the only short range AD carry that just doesn't really have any way of avoiding us. He only has his short dash, which won't do much against me. So now I'm gonna go ahead and freeze the wave and take complete control of this lane. I'm actually about to level up to my level 5 too, so this should be another kill the moment he comes back to lane. There he is. Dash through the minion, get my level 5. immediately jump on him, and a quick little combo will be able to grant me another kill. And this is also why I definitely recommend Exhaust versus Fizz. If he exhausted me there, he would easily survive and I would not be able to one-shot him that easily, since all of Fizz's damage is burst, right? And I want to go back and focus on the fundamentals, because that's how I'm able to set up these plays and get these kills. What were the two fundamental principles that got us this skill? Number one, wave management. We were able to freeze the wave on our side of the lane, knowing that he has to walk up if he wants to farm, right? So that's the first one, wave management. The second one is understanding power spikes. We knew that our level 5 is super lethal on Fizz, so of course we timed it with the wave freeze. Oof, look at that damage. That's just my first and second abilities and a couple of attacks. I can probably dive him here if he stays. I can dodge his card with my third ability too, so he really can't do much. He's just gonna have to leave. We have to make sure that we don't throw our lead to Vi. But yeah, those are the fundamental concepts that allowed me to get such a big lead in the lane. This game is so simple and so easy. So as long as you have really good fundamentals and you practice them and you do all that, it doesn't really matter what champion you play, what you build, as long as your fundamentals of the game are solid. So I did look for a roam on the Wind Brothers lane, Yone versus Yasuo. That's a matchup I've been seeing a lot in my games recently, and I'm playing both champions, right? But I guess everybody loves playing the Wind Brothers. Yeah, the roam didn't really work out, but I didn't really have anything else to do, so I might as well roam. When you push out the wave, you really don't have a lot of options, right? You either want to go help your team, you want to go get some deep vision, clear the enemy vision, do a roam. But even threatening to do a roam made Yasuo back off, which gave space to Yone to get minions and set his lane up better. We can actually just dive him if he's here, by the way, because we see Vi. There he is. If I can hit my ulti, this is a free dive. Yep, there we go. He flashes away, but it's a little too late. Gonna be able to quickly clean him up and walk top side since we saw Vi bot side. I can probably run top and kill Lucian too. He's under turret, but that shouldn't be an issue. Let's use my third ability. Flash on top of him to secure it, just in case he dodges it with his third ability, because that would suck. And now we can quickly base and get our Lich Bane. So we already have Lich Bane boots and an amplifying tome, so we're doing very, very well for ourselves in this early game. And when Fizz gets this fed this early on, he becomes an absolute menace because his snowballing is insane. Unfortunately, our jungler is feeding our lane, but that is what it is. Okay, Pyke, let's see it. He doesn't have flash, so it should be okay. I'm gonna drop the ignite, and that's enough to finish him off. Oh, Pyke actually also dropped the ignite, so that's the double ignite power spike. And we're gonna be able to clean up the Twisted Fate. Damn, Thresh is fast. So my team is going for... I guess they're kind of going for Dragon. I think Herald is way better, so I'm not sure what my jungler is doing, especially when we have so much prio mid, right? We can choose which objective we want. Oh, hello, Vi. Oh! That was weird movement by Vi. Good dodge, I guess. We're gonna go on the Yasuo. He knocked us up. Good silence from the... Good silence from the Fiddlesticks, but Yasuo got out with his dashes. But the silence stopped him from ulting. That was weird movement from the Vi too. Can't believe she dodged the ult. Her spidey senses were tingling. And I don't think she had vision of me because we had pink ward there. Okay, I can't do anything there. I'm just gonna go push out mid. Get one more plate, maybe 2 plates? 2 plates if we're allowed. Fizz is actually one of the best turret takers in the game as well. With his second ability, he does damage to turrets. So he's one of the best turret takers in the game. So we're able to get 4 turret platings. If you give Fizz alone time with the turret, he'll take all the platings. Oh, good ult from Fiddlesticks, and that should be another secured kill. Oh, oh no. Okay, we got the Twisted Fate. Ult the Vi, and we're out of there. Woof, clean. I can't believe this guy has stasis already. Oh, hello, Thresh. That is very unfortunate that Thresh actually roamed there. But good roam from him. Hopefully my dual lane can get some kind of advantage while he's gone. Damn, I can't believe that he has stasis already, but I guess you really need stasis to be able to play versus us. Oh no, they're losing the 2v1. Oh well. At least they're able to get quite a lot of spells, even though both of them died. They got Twisted Fate ult, they got Thresh Flash, Threshold. It's not too bad. So instead of getting Aether Wisp, we're actually going to be getting Amplifying Tomes, since 2 Amplifying Tomes are way better than Aether Wisp. And we're going to go defend top lane. I don't have my ulti, so it might be hard to look for a kill here unless they really mess up. So I'm just going to clear the wave and play it safe. Oh. Thresh is kind of looking. It's only Thresh and TF here, so I'm not really worried. Okay, he's actually taking it. I can just kill him if no one's here. What is this Thresh doing? I guess no, TF already left. I don't know what Thresh was thinking there. But again, Fizz is one of the best turret takers in the game. We're going to be able to quickly take this turret. I don't want to use my second ability because I saw Lucian somewhere here. So I want to save my second ability. Oh, we tricked him. Hello, Lucian. Ooh, he's actually doing a lot of damage. Oh, no! I was going for the flash predict. Okay, we're going to have to use our stasis and ignite. Oh, my third ability is about to come up. No. Okay, that was so dumb. I don't know if you guys saw what I was going for, but I was kind of predicting that he would flash away. So I was predicting it with my flash to match it. But he didn't flash, so I just looked like an idiot. But I was going for a highlight play there. I still managed to outplay him. However, then we got cleaned up by the Twisted Fate. Now that we're finishing our Infinity Orb, we're gonna start building towards our Death Cap, but we're already super strong. We're already one-shotting enemies. But once we build our Death Cap, our damage is gonna be absolutely insane. Fizz has some of the best AP scalings in the game, meaning that the more AP he gets, the more damage he does. But that damage is significantly more than other champions in the game, because his AP scalings are really high, right? So he's super strong in the late game, especially after he's gotten a few... Oh, what is going on here? Why is everyone top lane? He just flash exhausted me. Jeez, man. The flash exhaust from the Lucian. I guess I wasn't paying too much attention to my surroundings, but they managed to just completely dive me there. And that sucks because I'm the one that's fed in my team, so it's really up to me to be the carry, right? I can't be making mistakes like that. Ideally, my team would be playing around me too, right? You want to play around your strong side, which at this case, it's me, right? It's not Yon. And we're probably going to be losing the dragon for that, which sucks because we got the first one, right? So we did have possibilities of soul. Oh, my team's actually fighting it. Oh, no. Unfortunate. I'm on my way, team. Okay, they got the dragon, but maybe we can look for a fight. I'm just gonna jump straight into the back line. One shot the Lucian. Oh, I have stasis. I don't have my third ability up yet. Oof. That was a weird fight. I should have stasis earlier. I jumped into the back line and one shot Lucian, which was good. But then I should have the stasis immediately. I took too much damage while I didn't have any spells up. I think if I used my stasis immediately, that would have gone a lot better. I'm kind of throwing the game here, and this you need to be super careful with Fizz. When you do have such a big lead, it feels super easy to just walk around and one-shot everything, but you need to be really careful that you're going for the right plays, right? And not getting baited by overextending in the side lane, or just diving in the back line of a bad team fight. I need to make sure that I'm using my lead and taking control of this game, especially since I'm the one that's really fed in my team, right? It's up to me to carry. Good pick from my team. I'm actually going to go into a flank position here and use my sweeper. Make sure they don't see me. Okay, now they're engaging perfect. And I can use my flank position to go in and do some crazy AoE damage. Fiddlesticks is also going in. Oof. We're not picking up the Thresh. I can probably flash for him though. Boom! We got the Thresh. Oh, the Pike was looking too with his ulti. Okay, we're just gonna go clean up the top wave. I don't think we can keep pushing without our ADC. Because we don't have the range, right? We have to walk up all the way to the turret to do damage. That's one of the best things. Like the main role of ADCs, right? To be able to push those turrets from range even when enemies are there. We're gonna pick up that nice little red buff. Now it's probably time for us to back off. I do want to get one more wave just to be able to afford more amplifying tomes or get closer to my death cap. So I clean up the wave and look for a base. I'm very close to my death cap. I really want to get that. Once I get death cap, it's completely over for the enemy team. Okay, they're looking for an engage. I'm on the flank position again with my ulti. Yasuo blocked it with his wind wall. Good wind wall. And this new skin looks sick, by the way. Like, I'm not one to buy skins, but that's a sick skin. I can maybe go in. I do have stasis. Here's my stasis. And jump out. So we clean up the Twisted Fate. We do a lot of damage on the Yasuo. Now we have abilities again, and we go in again. That's a perfect example of how you need to play Fizz teamfights, by the way. I need you guys, if you're planning to play Fizz, look at this teamfight again. Go back and look at it. Analyze it. That's exactly how you should be playing teamfights with Fizz, right? We looked for a flank position. We threw our ulti. Yes, it got blocked by the wind wall. Sucks, right? Then we went in with our third ability. Cleaned up the Twisted Fate. Immediately stasis. Used our first ability to get out. Waited for our cooldowns. Re-engaged again. That's the maximum value Fizz teamfight. And of course, not every teamfight's gonna look the same. But this is a great example of how you want to be playing teamfights. And now I'm gonna be able to get my death cap as well. And now we can start building towards our Rift Maker this game. Since the enemies are quite tanky, right? And the teamfights do last quite a bit because they do have Vi, Thresh, and Yasuo all quite tanky. Even Twisted Fate is building very defensively. Rift Maker is a great choice. And of course, that extra HP and the vamp, right, is gonna be very useful. Okay. I can maybe look at my ult. Ooh, great wind wall from him again. Oh, but our damage is too high. And that's like tank Yasuo, right? He has like Witsens and everything, and we're still just one-shotting him so easily. That's the power of the Fizz. So much damage. And now we can easily go for Baron, right? Without Yasuo, not much they can do, considering how far behind Twisted Fate is. He's like the main carry. Yeah, they're not even going to be able to come in time to contest. And now we can chase them down. We do have Baron. I'm kind of low, so I want to play the fight slow. A great hook by Pyke. Oh, Yone is going to die. Oh, great ulti by the Fiddlesticks. The young Fiddlesticks. Jump over the Vi with the bait. Oh, but she flashes out. I'm very low HP. Yeah, we can just go get Infernal and base. Infernal is actually, even though we're not going to get Soul, Infernal is actually a pretty nice Drake for Fizz. Because again, his AP scalings are insane. And Infernal increases your AP by like 30%. So even though it's pretty low, it's still very useful on Fizz in the late game now that I have so much AP. It makes my death cap from 50% to 53%, right? It's not bad. They just nerfed it last patch, right? It used to be 55 and then it just became 50. And look at me take turrets, by the way. That was 3 ult attacks. 3 ult attacks destroyed that turret. Fizz is an absolute monster taking down turrets. Very underrated turret taker, by the way. And I think now we should build towards our crown. Honestly, this game anti-shield would have been fine too, because Thresh has a shield, Vi has a shield, Yasuo has a shield. They have quite a bit of shielding, would have been fine. But I've decided to go for the Rift Maker instead. I'm gonna take the enemy jungle as well. When you take the enemy jungle, not only are you gaining gold, you're denying the enemy team gold, right? Which is super important when you're ahead. You want to deny the enemy team gold so you can extend your lead. Now we're just kind of waiting for Elder to spawn. Gonna go grab blue buff. Perfect. Blue buff is really nice on Fizz because you really want to have ability haste to be able to use your abilities, go into stasis, and have your abilities come back up. Right? So you can do 2 combos in a team fight. I don't want to get caught out here. Maybe I can get the fight. What? Why is she walking into the pit? What? Her movement is so weird. This is the second time this game that this Vi has like had the weirdest walking patterns. We're gonna be able to clean up the Thresh though. Our damage is just so insane. Even versus tanks, we're just one-shotting them. We have our third ability and flash and stasis, so I want to look for some plays here. Oof. One shot the Yasuo and perfect engage on 3 of them with my third ability. And we clean up the Vi. Great engage from the young Fizz, and that's the enemy surrender right there. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you're planning to play Fizz in your games, go ahead and review these team fights because they were very well executed. Thanks so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like and subscribe for more Wild Rift content.